Yo, what's up? I don't really know how to do this or what, like, how I'm gonna do it. Um, and I'm looking at my computer's over here, and my screen's over here, so I'm like looking at myself. I probably should have cut a lot of this out because this is just me rambling because I'm nervous. Um, Maybe I'll be the next Fantano. Who knows? I don't have the stash yet for it, but it could be kind of cool though. So yeah, I'm gonna try out like an album review. Try and like do that shit. I'm doing. Oh, I put it wrong. uh, Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler the Creator. Just came out a few days ago. What, 3 days ago? I think it was. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna go through all the songs first, and then we'll go over the whole thing in general together. I guess I'll try to make it quick because you guys probably don't want to listen to me ramble on a lot. First up, Sir Baudelaire. Give it a 6 out of 10. It's a good intro song. It's short or on the shorter side. I really like Tyler's verse on it. The beat's kind of whack. That's most I got to say about it. It's just kind of like okay, you know. Let's change song here. Next is Corso. I gave this one an 8 out of 10. I came back and forth. I listened to the whole album probably 4 times before I recorded this, and this one earns most improved player for me. I mean, I started out, I was really confused because it like switches up. Like the first two verses are really good, and I didn't know how to feel about DJ Drama in between, which I'm gonna put it out there. I dislike DJ Drama on this. I mean, I know he produced it, did whatever he did with it, made beats. I thought he was so annoying, but I found myself listening to it more, and it was actually pretty good. And I don't know why, but I wrote down, I see myself listening to this song in a dark room with flashing blue LED string lights, and then I just kind of got sad. I don't know what. It's good. I feel like I'm in someone's basement and like I'm bumping to it. That's about the most I got out of it. I enjoyed it though. Next we got sorry, I keep looking this way. I probably shouldn't do that, but whatever. Lemonhead. Featuring 42 Doug, who I really like on Grace by Lil Baby. I'm pretty sure it is. However, this song I did not. This was one of the worst songs on the album. I thought. Tyler was okay. It was kind of like Corso. I thought that 42 Doug was really bad on this. He just kind of rapped about like money and hoes, and hey, more power to you, man. I mean, keep doing you, but it didn't do it for me. It was super short. I like the outro though. The outro was like okay. I don't really know. It sort of was okay. This one I wrote down. I imagined it. Someone was playing it too loud. Is all I could think. Like it was just way too loud, and I couldn't talk to the person next to me. Yeah, I said the outro made me feel like a forest. I guess because he talks about being green or something. That got me. So yeah, overall 5 out of 10 for this guy. Um, Next up, what's your name? Oh, I forgot to do the. This was featuring Young Boy Never Broke Again and Ty Dolla Sign. Give this one a 7. This is gonna be a big theme for this album. Is I kind of give 7s and 6s. Um, it was kind of confusing song. It was sort of like Corso, where I came back and forth with it as I listened to it more. Um, it's about him finding a new woman. That's what a lot of these songs are kind of about, him and like him being Tyler, losing a girl or like finding a new one. I like the beat and the sample. It reminded me of a song called Butt Ass Naked by Dr. Destruction on his album Planetary Destruction. Uh, so yeah, it's go listen to that song and you'll get what I mean. It's sort of kind of like a groovier tune. I liked Young Boy Never Broke Again's verse on it. Kind of go along with the groovy vibe. I felt like I was transported to the 70s, sort of. doing that whole thing, go like hot tub time machine on a bitch. So yeah, that's What's Your Name. Next is Lumberjack, which he released a little early as like a single before. I gave this one a 7 out of 10 as well. It does sort of go hard. I like Jasper on the ad libs, like I said. Um, it's nothing like crazy different from his other songs, but it does kind of contrast. Like it's not as melodic; it's more like rap heavy based. Uh, like I have said before in the other song, DJ Drama does too much. I just wanted him to let Tyler rap and kind of get over with it. God, I keep putting it the wrong way. Um, yeah, he just does too much. For some reason, this made me imagine driving down 294 during sunset by all those signs for hair replacement, like L'Oreal, whatever it is. I don't remember. Yeah, so 7 out of 10 for this one. I think as I listen to it more, I'm gonna like that song better. Next one of my favorites on the track. It is called Hot Wind Blows. Oops. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Oh, not a 9. 8. I really like this one. I thought it was confusing at first. The sample is from an album called Portrait of a Gemini, and it just kind of puts you in a good mood. It's sort of like it's like a hot wind blowing. It's like you're like on a beach somewhere. You're on island time. You got all day to do nothing. Um, really like Tyler's verse on it. I vibe with the beat. It kind of like they really go well together. And Lil Wayne on this I thought was really good. He kind of raps a little bit slower than he normally would, but it goes really well with the song and the sample. It's nothing crazy, but it just overall, just the song just made me feel good. And at that point, I thought it's so far the best of the 6 songs that I've had. Next, we got Massa. I gave this 7 out of 10. It was okay. I thought I liked that DJ Drama didn't ad lib every single line on this one, and I really enjoyed that the song tells more of a story than some of the other ones. Or you're meant to listen to it more as a story, as kind of an allegory, than the other ones. The beat was pretty basic, but that's kind of what he was going for since he was trying to focus more on the lyrics. I didn't really have a ton to say about the song. I liked it. It was okay, I thought. 7 out of 10. Next is Run It Up. Let's catch it. Run It Up. Whoops. And I give this a 6 out of 10. It was not bad. I honestly thought it was a waste of a good beat. I thought the beat could have done more on another song. The lines were okay. Song's not horrible. It's a lot of intro and a lot of outro that don't really do it for me. I don't know. It's kind of just a lot of repeated lines for the intro and outro. And the verse is good from Tyler, but it's not enough to bring the song up and push it higher. So after Run It Up, we got Manifesto featuring Domo Genesis, who has been featured on Tyler's albums before, I believe. Whoops. This one I thought was one of the best songs on the album. Easily top 3, probably top 2. I thought it was a better Massa because the songs are sort of similar in that Tyler Moore goes in on the beat, and I like the message that he sends is basically just like fuck everything, fuck everybody, like I'm gonna do what I want to do, and like you can join me if you want, but you don't gotta. So yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought he like it's kind of like what Tyler does, I guess. So he tries to cancel culture, if that makes any sense. The Domo Genesis verse was alright. It was just kind of in there, sort of. Nothing insane, but the rest of the song was pretty good. 10th song on the album. Tyler kind of does this. I think he does it with all 10th songs on his albums, which is a weird thing to say. I don't even think this is gonna fit. Oh, you wanted to dance. So I'm gonna get these as 2 songs real quick. Oh, I might have to move it over. I thought you wanted to dance. Boom. Boom. So Sweet, the first of 2 songs in this one, features Brent Faiyaz, who I enjoy a lot. I think he puts out some okay music. I did not like this song. I think if Sweet was a song on its own, it would have been the worst song on the album. It's sort of weird. It's kind of like some of Tyler's older stuff, like on Cherry Bomb. Uh, yeah, I mean, I didn't really have much amazing to say. I gave it a 4 out of 10 as a song individually. And then I Thought You Wanted to Dance. It's definitely the better of the 2, featuring Fauna Hughes. I liked her voice a lot on it, and her verse that she put in was really good. She sounds really smooth in it, and Tyler's last verse on the song kind of brings it up a little bit. I gave this one a 6 out of 10. The intermission was good. They speak French for a little bit, which is kind of dope. So overall, I averaged out to a 5 out of 10 for this one. 11th track on the album, is an interlude called Mama Talk. And I gave this shit a 9 out of 10 because it's just like good stuff. So basically, it's sort of a meme, I guess. It's a recording of his mom leaving a voice message to him, and I thought it was dope that he put it in because she just kind of like talks shit about anybody who's like messing with Tyler. Now she's gonna like beat some kid's ass or something. I thought it was badass because she reps Tyler and she's gonna do what she wants. So I give it a 9 out of 10 because moms who would do anything for their kids are dope. So yeah, 9 out of 10. 12th song is Rise! Exclamation point. Featuring Daisy World. Gave this one a 5 out of 10. It was kind of like some of their songs, a little bit edgier, kind of like he's trying to be different with it and like push boundaries a little bit. It's not really bad. It's just different, kind of like the Tyler that I don't really enjoy as much. I could see how someone else would enjoy it, but like I said, it's just not my thing. I wouldn't skip it if someone else played it in the car with me, I guess, is the best way I could put it. Yeah, so not really a ton to say about that one. Next is Blessed. Another interlude. I just kind of gave this a basic 7 out of 10. Tyler's basically just talking about how he's blessed and how all his stuff's going well. Which, it's nice that he's taking a second to kind of like flex and show that he's doing well for the world, which is cool. The last line, I can't remember exactly what he says, but it sounds a lot like, I'm the Joker, baby, which was really fucking funny. Yeah, I'm just kind of talking at the camera right now. I don't know. I guess it's good to get my thoughts out. So yeah, another interlude. I mean, it was okay. Like I said, 7 out of 10. Next is Juggernaut, which is with Lil Uzi and Pharrell Williams. I gave this 7 out of 10. It's kind of like Rise from before. It's not necessarily the normal type of Tyler song that I like. I like Lil Uzi's verse on it though; it's pretty good. And I think the best feature in the whole album comes from Pharrell. His lines are a little corny, I thought, but it just really kind of made you want to move and like rap with it. The beat was it was a little weird. There's kind of like a phone ringing in the background, which is strange, but you find yourself sort of moving to it unconsciously though. It sort of like gets into you. So I did like it for that. Second to last song on the album called Wilshire. I give this an 8 out of 10. It's more of an expose, sort of, you could say. I was a little concerned at first because it was an 8.5 minute song. So you sort of see that and you're like, I don't know. If I'm listening to the whole thing, it's so long. And it's definitely not a song you play around other people. Probably it's more something you listen to on your own. I really vibe with the story you're telling. He's kind of talking about, he goes through this whole thing about a relationship he has with a woman and how it shouldn't be happening, but they want it to, and it's kind of just bad timing. And it's not like the most like musically complex song. It's just kind of him half rapping, kind of like almost like slam poeting over a beat. Finally, the only song without DJ drama, which I really enjoyed because, like I had said, I didn't enjoy DJ drama on this. I really enjoyed this song. It's like I said, not something I would play for someone else per se, but this song kind of puts out a good message and shows him being vulnerable and sharing his shortcomings with us. And then the last song on the album is called Safari. And I gave this a 7 out of 10. Not the best song called Safari. That still belongs to Jadena, I think. So yeah, my first note is DJ Drama's little brother who really wants the attention on the album. He always has something to say. I guess that's what you gotta do if you're ad-libbing over songs. But he always comes in and like always just kind of like says stuff and kind of tries to like hype it up, and it just doesn't really work that well. I enjoyed Tyler's verses on this song a lot though. They were pretty cool. And just kind of like him on top of the beat really meshed well together. It's a good song. It just got a bad break in the middle where DJ Drama tries to like spit some shit. I didn't really get it, so I give it overall 7 out of 10. Overall, I said it's interesting mix of songs. Really like the interludes. I thought they were dope. There were some songs that were kind of more like his Cherry Bomb stuff and older things and sort of like Odd Future-esque. Normally I'm pretty back and forth on Tyler stuff, and this album kind of proved that too, because there were some songs where they're kind of like 5s out of 10s, nothing really like crazy to say about them, they just sort of existed. But then there were some that I really enjoyed that kind of like catch up to you the more that you listen to them. Like I said, best feature is definitely Pharrell and Juggernaut. Like the interludes, like I said. Worst part about the album is DJ Drama. I did not enjoy. I don't think he's a bad producer or a bad feature on it, on like any one particular song, but it's just the whole album of him being this constant like pressure and presence. I really did not enjoy. Top 4 songs in no particular order were Manifesto, Hot Wind Blows, Lumberjack, and Corso. I didn't include Wilshire because it's sort of, like I said, not really a song. It's more like a slam poetry. Those are the 4 songs I would play for people off this album. Also, honorable mention to Mama Talk, just because I just thought it was dope that his mom was talking about like, beating kids' ass. Overall, the album. Give it a quick overall. The album averaged out to a hefty 6.56. Whoops. Out of 10. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, honestly, I would, if I had to round whole numbers, I would give it a 7 out of 10. I think the good songs are good enough to lift the album up, and there's only a few that really I shook my head at. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry, this was more of kind of a rambly video, but I just wanted to do something to get it out there and not have to worry about like trying to make it perfect or whatever. I should have been more funny as I talked about these songs, but I found I'm not that funny normally. So yeah, leave some suggestions for next album I should do in the comments. I might just do a random album just to kind of like get my creative juices flowing. I gotta listen to some new shit. So yeah, give this a listen. Like I said, Manifesto, Hot Wind Blows, Lumberjack, and Corso for my 4. So All right, people. Call me if you get lost. 6.56 out of 10. Peace.